everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, aka Flares, and if you're new here, I make lots of Animal Crossing content, so if that's your sort of thing, please remember to click the subscribe button. Today I'm going to be making a wintry neighbourhood. This is going to comprise of 5 houses. I've kind of mapped out already where I want the plots to go, where I want my incline to go, so I've done it in different kind of paths so I know what is what in my head, and I put down a bit of dirt path as well, which is going to be the basis for my custom path. I like to put the in-game path underneath just so that it shows up on my map, and it kind of like the way the edges are, but it is a bit more work and more time consuming. So here is my first plot going in. This is Ellie's house, which looks adorable in the snow. I absolutely love it. So there we go. There is Ellie's house, and ka-ching, we did it. So just 4 more houses to go. It took a lot of time traveling, but we got there. There's Felicity's house. As you can see, the weather kind of changes, which is cool. So before I put the other houses in, I need to build up a cliff because I do want this to be a 2-tier neighborhood. So I'm going to build around, put the cliffs up. I've sped this up a bit faster than what I would normally do just because it is time consuming. I haven't figured out how I'm going to quite blend the neighborhood into the area yet, but we'll decorate first and see what happens. Just trying to make sure that everything's symmetrical as well on each side. I didn't quite think about how I was gonna deal with having the plots laid out underneath, but I did decide to do like little mini cliffs and then overlay it over the top because symmetry is so important when you're making neighborhoods. Well, this kind of neighborhood anyway. You don't want to place a house down and then it be off by a couple of squares, which is why I really do recommend placing down some paths just so you know where you want to place your houses. Super helpful. This snowball really did get in my way. Such a pain, but I love them. Then I remembered I can just smash it up against the wall and get rid of it, so that was an easy fix. So yeah, this is what I meant. I just built out some of the cliffs and then I climbed up and put some path down just so I remembered, because my short-term memory is terrible, so I would definitely forget if I had not done this. I didn't really kind of use a map planner for this. I kind of just went off myself and just went around and did some kind of laying down of paths and decided how I would want the neighborhood to look, but I do recommend using them because they are really helpful. I have some links in my Discord to a couple different kind of map planners, and it does just save you the time and effort of going around, moving, time traveling. And I mean, now it's a bit cheaper to move the houses, but it still is very time consuming, so I would definitely remember that if you are stuck on creating your own neighborhood. So I'm gonna let the music play out for a bit while you watch me finish off this cliff area, and then I'll come back to you. So there we are, we're nearly at the end of the cliffs. Ta-da! I'm just going to add in some here just for where the incline's going to go, and then I do have Olivia's house to place down. There we have it. So time to get the incline in and move in the 2 other houses. And just before I do that, I'm just going to make some adjustments to the path here, just because of where the houses have been moved in. And I also want to make it a bit bigger because I want to have it like a little bit of a plaza, something in the center, maybe a fountain or something. And then here we have the incline going in. I decided to go for the log one as that's what I've used elsewhere, and I think it's more rustic than kind of using the stone one or the natural one. So I did mess up trying to play Lloyd, but we got there in the end. There we go. And then I'm just going to climb up and put down this other house kit. This is Cleo's. I have Bo and Eric, but I'm going to save them for another area on the island. I'm going to probably end up with 2 kind of mini neighborhoods, which is fine because I think it's a lot of work to have one big one, and I've already done some quite large builds on this island already, so I'm not overly bothered about that. So there we have, all the houses are in now, and now it's time to put down some path for this area. I'm just going to try and replicate what I've kind of done on the bottom, leaving quite a big area for a focal point. I'm going to have not the same thing on the bottom layer as I do on the top layer, as I just think that would be a bit samey, but I'll try and find something cute to put in the center here. Maybe a big festive tree or nuptial bell, something like that would look really nice. And I love the way things look when you look up the incline and you can see something in the center there. Bit frustrating that the doors won't be centered as well, but that's just something we have to deal with, and everyone has that issue, so nothing that can be done about that. So there we have the basic dirt path down. Now time to go in with my custom design path over the top. I did change my path out a little while ago on stream, and I am really enjoying this path. It's just a bit lighter, which I feel is nice, and I do quite enjoy it. Okay, there we go. The path is down on the top tier. Now time to do the bottom tier as well. Again, I'm just going to repeat what I did before. I love the grey tiles on this, the mix with the dirt, so we'll see how that goes. Sorry it's quite heavy on placing down paths, but we will get to the good bit soon where we are decorating with all the items, so stay tuned if you want to see that. If you are enjoying the video so far, I kind of really wanted to do a whole process from start to finish, and if you are enjoying that, then please remember to click the like button. It's something a bit different. Normally when I do speed builds or neighborhood builds, I've already kind of laid out and built, like, terraformed the areas. So if you are enjoying this format, or if you would rather just see the decorating, then that's fine. Let me know in the comments which way around you prefer, just so that I know for future, because I probably will be doing another neighborhood build on this island, just something a bit smaller and maybe a bit more like log cabin-y, because these houses are kind of all very kind of elegant-ish, and that's left over from my previous island of Azalea. When I finally unlock changing the exteriors on the villager homes, I might make them all kind of like Ellie's, because I really like the mixture of the brown with the white and the cream colours. That's really, really pretty, and I like it in the snow as well. It's also very just rustic and cute. Whereas some of the other houses have like pink and purple roofs, which are a bit interesting. We still like them nonetheless. So I'm going to add in another tiny little bit of path here because I want to add in some items. I'm going to try and see what looks best. I've got some medieval side walls, I've got the castle walls, and I also got the fence. So I have a feeling that the fence is probably going to be the one that I go for, because I have that combination down in my Christmas market. I like the fence and then the street lamp banners out in front. Just the metals are really, really nice together. And then time for some barrels, obviously. I just think that they're a great way to display items. And then not forgetting what happens up behind the fence, because you can see through it. So it's these little details which I love to add, like adding in the plant partitions back. It just fills the area, makes it feel like it has more depth, which I really, really like. And you can see just the pops of green as well, which is a nice touch. These round topiaries and the triangular topiaries I'm absolutely loving as well at the moment. I think that they're just a great item to put on corners when you're not sure what to put there. And also they just add, particularly with my island theme, they break up the browns and just add that pop of colour, which you kind of need sometimes. And for my fencing, I'm going in with the spooky fence. This is the fence that I've used throughout this island so far. I haven't actually used any others, although I kind of feel like any fencing would probably work for this theme. Okay, maybe not like the mermaid fence and things, but any of the basic fencing. I'm adding in a couple of trees. For this video, I'm probably not going to go too over the top with adding in trees and decorating around the exterior of the neighborhood area. Just for time's sakes, I will probably do that off camera. I find like placing flowers and things like that take up a lot of time. So I'll focus mainly on the actual construction of the basic kind of neighborhood and also the decorating of the main kind of plaza areas. I did say that this island wasn't going to be overly festive, but I just keep adding little nods to Christmas here and there, like little Christmas trees, and the snow globe is such a nice item for this island, so I'm enjoying adding that as well. I don't think I'll get this done before Christmas. It would probably take a miracle if I did, but we'll see what happens. We shall see. So I'm just gonna let the video play out for a bit, enjoy the music, and I'll come back to you shortly. So as you can see, we're up on the top layer now. I've started doing a bit of decorating up here, but I'm gonna kind of do some simple panels in between the houses just to make it feel a bit more cozier. I think that would be cute. I could have used some of the other items, the new 2.0 items, but I had this custom design in my selection for a while, and I wanted to try and use it somewhere. So what I'm gonna do is put two simple panels down and then put the the covered counter behind it, just because then it will kind of add in some detail, and I really like the ornate wood on it, which is really, really pretty. I know these houses kind of don't really fit with the brick, but as I say, maybe when I change them, they'll maybe look a bit more like they go with it, but we'll see. And then I'm going to add in some round topiaries as well, just to add a bit more green. And then I've just got some random items. I've got the cruiser bike, which is super cute. I've got it in red for this one, and then I did decide to go for the nuptial belt in the center here. I think it's just a really nice item, and this color kind of goes really nicely with everything that I've put down so far. And then for this house over here, I'm gonna pop down some carrot potage and have like a cute little dining area. I did show off the item, I know, terrible. And then we're just going to pop down some other items over to the center here. And then I have got some more plant partitions just to put behind the houses. I could have put just more fencing down, but I think the plant partitions are really nice in this section. And just to add more height, I added in the chef Euler. No, but just call it the chef's plant. Thank you for that, Kiri. Just decided to add in these plants just to give it more height from when you're on the lower level. And then I'm going to do a bit more of a cozy seating area over here. It's going to be a bit more tight. I do like this vintage sofa. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to use that as the chair. And then I'm just going to add in some different items around. I've not really gone for like a specific villager theme for each of the houses. They're just kind of miscellaneous items, which if you've watched some of my old videos, that's very not me. I really like to have like themed big yards, and this kind of isn't that. So look at me being a bit different. It's not really that different, but you know, yeah, it's just, I think with neighborhoods, you don't have a lot of space, so you can't really go over the top. I mean, you can add little things here and there, which are nods to certain villages and things. But I quite like having just a generic kind of neighborhood as well. I was going to put something on top of these pillows, but I don't really have anything in my inventory, so we'll just keep going as it is. I don't think it necessarily needs it. Sometimes it is just nice to add that on. Okay, so here we have it. We've gone from nothing, just a planned out sketch of how we wanted the neighborhood, and it's fully constructed now. This is a 2-tier 5-house neighborhood. We've got all the houses here. They've got a little bit of like a yard area outside each of them with some items. And then we've got a few little centerpieces just to give it like a community feel. I am going to change up the houses, I have decided, when I unlock that ability. But for now, I think it's cute, irrespective of the house exteriors. And I do like the area. I have to decorate, do some naturalizing of things with trees and that. But I will do that off camera, and then hopefully you'll see the full effect when we do the final island tour. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what your neighborhood looks like. I really struggled with them, and I just kind of went ahead and did it. I've been putting it off for so long, so let me know if you struggle with them as well. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye bye.